Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Libra, Sun, Moon or Rising. And Libra, this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for March 2nd to the 8th. Can you believe it that we're in the third month of 2020 already? I surely can't. This week we have the Unbound Oracle card. We have the Three of Swords, Three of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands, Two of Cups, and the Four of Swords. So some interesting energy going on here, guys. I think some of you have had to make a key decision around a partnership. There has been some hurts associated with that. But, we're moving on from that. We're going into the healing phase this week, and it won't be long before you're out there and you're, moving towards more victorious opportunities, getting grounded again. And there's going to be reason to celebrate in the very near future. So it is definitely a really positive shift for you guys. So I'm just going to start by reading out the Oracle card, Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. It is time to release old soul stories that have been playing out in your life. They are coming up to be healed. There has never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. Take a look at the patterns in your life that you are ready to release. Ancient vows and contracts that your soul made that have an expiry date. It could be a vow of silence or chastity or poverty. It is time to unwind from them. This is the life in which you free yourself from trauma of lives past. What old ways of being have an expiry date? Well, Libra, potentially it was with this partnership that you have reached that expiry date with. Now, with our close partnerships, because the Two of Cups really talks about our close partnerships, it can be our romantic partnerships, lovers, can be with colleagues that we have a very strong professional chemistry with, friends, or people that we collaborate with in a strong sense. So in a partnership, I feel like a karmic contract or some kind of contract has come to an end or reached its expiry date. We usually know when that happens. It can be that we start falling out with that person, or things don't feel right, or potentially there's no more growth in that situation. So that's what I'm feeling here. And really with that Two of Swords, I think you've had to make a key decision whether to keep going in this situation or not, or whether it really just had reached its use-by date and it was time for you to move on. Now, the Two of Swords, really talks about making, decisions, heartfelt decisions. This person here is, crossing their heart. But also it's about weighing up options. And the thing with the Two of Swords is that what we need to do in that situation is to just make sure that our emotions don't cloud that decision making with somebody that we've obviously shared a lot with, and we could have real true love with this person. It can mean that really clouds our decision making, but the decision making really needs to come from a place of fact as well as our intuition. That's why we have the moon here. It really is that indication that in your gut, in your heart, third eye, in those centers, the wisdom lies for what's the best way to move forward. And that's why this person's got the blindfold. She's really tuning into that intuitive center. So, just because there's love in a situation doesn't mean to say that, that there is a relationship still, because relationships, guys, are built on alignment. You've got to have love, but you've got to have alignment, which means common shared values and interests and all of those things. So maybe you have grown apart from this person, be it in business or be it in love, and that may be why you're in this decision-making process of, okay, if I stay here with this person, I know, what I'm going to get, because do what you always did, get what you always got. Or I can, maybe move on, and maybe it's just the natural timing for that. Maybe it's just at its use-by date. So double number twos here. Yeah, it's definitely in the realm of partnership. And is that current energy? We see the Three of Swords. We also have the Four of Swords here as well. So the Three of Swords for me is about the fact that, yeah, of course there's some hurt here with having to potentially dissolve the situation or change the nature of it. Three of Swords talks about the pain, sorrow, sadness, grief, deep hurts. But it's really about, exposing that wound to the elements. And when we do that, that's when it can begin to heal. So it's kind of like that thing of, okay, we might have just ripped off the band-aid and, all that really, really hurt. But as soon as that's off, or as soon as that wound is exposed, the healing process has already started. So even though you might be in the height of the pain, that is the first stage the first rung on that ladder of the healing process. And once you heal, you will heal twice as strong. This is number 3. We have another 3 in the reading as well. So it's saying that you're creating space in order to manifest and create something new, out of something, that's having to dissolve, from those ashes, you will rise and you will create something new. And we're already in the same week, going from a 3 to a 4 of Swords. So I feel like you're not going to be down for long. But yes, you may need to take some time out, some rest, some regeneration. This is a direct link here to the 3 of Swords saying, okay, might just need to rest it out, to retreat a bit, take a momentary pause in order to recollect yourself, to get your energy back. Some of you might have gone through a bit of fatigue with this situation. Maybe even a little bit of depression. This is Swords energy, guys, so it does talk about the intellect. But we've got a battle sword here, one sword left. This is about you getting together a new strategy, getting to your turning point, getting ready to formulate a new battle plan. And you'll know when the time is right, when your energy is restored, to jump up, grab that new sword and basically charge back out into life. That's what you would really doing here. So it's a healing process this week, or a chance to, regenerate and think about which way you want to move onto. And got the King of Swords King of Wands, and the Six of Wands here. Yeah, so this is really beautiful energy. The Six of Wands shows somebody that this is near future position, guys. So, maybe towards the end of the week when you start sort of coming out of that healing process, this is where we land. And the Six of Wands talks about somebody who is, leaving a time of difficulty or a harder time, but riding forward into a new chapter with the head held high, with self-esteem, with self-confidence. It is actually a very strong victory card. So you're going to be victorious in this, and this is the right thing for you. And, it's the card of public recognition as well. I think others are going to see a shift in you, even though you might still be in the hurt of it. They're going to see that you've released something. Maybe you just, you look softer in the face. You might be getting back some energy and enthusiasm and passion for life, because here we have Wands energy. So, it really is a card of moving forward, moving on now into a new chapter. That's what we have here. And we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. This is about moving forward into a place of greater solidity, stability, a place where, now you can be like that King of Wands and look for new opportunities. This is about getting into a place now where you can rule your empire and be strategic and start thinking about where you want to head in life, rather than a period where you might have sort of had to go along with the other person. Maybe some of you might have been stagnant for a bit of a time. So this is all about getting back that energy, getting back that enthusiasm. We've got 2 people in the reading holding that Ace of Wands. Can be a passionate offer as well. Could have a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, come into your life and help you make this shift in some way. With the Queen of Pentacles, for me, she is about that sense of nurturing yourself this week or in the near future, coming back into a place of stability, solidity. And, through this shift, it is about you building your abundance again as well. Now, the Queen of Pentacles does have that link to the Devil energy. She's Capricorn, the Devil's Capricorn. So this can be, letting go of the last parts of the toxic energy from this situation and now focusing on self-love. nurturing, and the way forward. And when you do that, Libra, that's when there's reason to celebrate. We're ending the reading on the beautiful Three of Cups. Now, these people in the Three of Cups are celebrating the harvest. They're celebrating the hard work. They're celebrating their achievement. They're celebrating potentially that they let go of a situation, that although there was love there, they knew it was time, because they knew that that was time to clear that land so they could plant new seeds and then welcome in a new abundant harvest, one that suited them even more, one that could really lead to living that great life, like the Queen of Pentacles there. So I really feel that this is what is in store for you, and it's about creating a new path, a new chapter now. And if people ask you to, friends and family ask you to get together with them in a social context, even though you might not be feeling like it this week, go along. There could be some new seeds of opportunity there, or you're just going to have like a really nice time and shift your energy, and that's when we start to attract in the new. So Libra, I do wish you all the best with this transition this week. Do keep in mind it's a general reading, so it won't be for every one of you guys, but there's always a piece in every reading for everyone. Feel free to leave me a comment, because I always love to know how it's playing out in your daily life, and I'll see you back here next week for another reading.